Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Sonique and I have a little unboxing of an older deck that is calling to me, and it looks very busy. I've got a few busy decks. One that really comes to mind is the Bonafide Tarot, Gabby Angus West, which is one of my favourite decks, which surprised me actually, because when I first opened it I thought it was way too busy and that I'd never get on with it, but then after using it for a while, it was like, yeah, this is really good. And actually there's a mass market version coming out soon as well of that deck. I thought I'd take a look at this one, and to be fair, I've had it a while and it's sat on my shelf unwrapped until now, so I thought, let's have a little look together. I know there's probably a zillion walkthroughs of this deck, but as yet I haven't really come across one in full that I've watched. Look at that. This looks quite fun, doesn't it, with the sun and the laughing skulls. And I don't quite know what this is, but it looks intriguing. I can see something poking out the top of the top box there. I don't want to rip the top box. What's it say? 78 coloured cards and instruction leaflet. So I think, looking at the side of this, it's a Fournier deck, is it? Yes, it's a Fournier deck. There it is on the back. And Fournier cards are a little bit smaller than Rider-Waite-Smith. Looks so fun. Oh, that reminds me of something in an old film where the skeletons are dancing across the screen. Like an animated, well, obviously an animated one. You wouldn't have real skeletons dancing across the screen, would you? There's no... they're not wrapped. So this is how they're coming, in two halves with a book in the middle. Okay. And it says instructions in Spanish, English, French, if that's German or Dutch, and Portuguese. So yeah, just like Los Scarabaeos, several languages, and on the cards as well. Oh, this looks fun. I love the title card. Illustrations by this person here, Dios de Los Tres. Oh wow. Oh god, this is fun. Is it a pip deck? Let's have a look. No. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, shall we look at the guidebook? I don't think it's going to be very big. No. Okay, so what I normally do with these guidebooks in several languages is I take the language, the English language, and then for the rest I actually take the book apart and just get rid of the rest. So making it a lot smaller. So we have from page 21 to page 36. And in fact I think all this here is the same in every Fournier deck anyway, so that's not needed really. So we've just got a little bit of information on each card, not very much. The Fool represents the spirit, and I'm wondering, I have got other Fournier decks, I'm wondering if that's the same as well in all of them. That's something I'm going to actually check out. Not right now though, because now I want to look at the deck. So let's zoom in and look at the deck. See, it goes with my knitted backdrop. Perfect. Okay, let's have a little look. So the backs of the cards are the same as that. So they're reversed. No, they're not reversible, because obviously the head here is, this tiger's head is only one way. But the rest of it is reversible. Oh, this is so nice. It's sort of cartoonish, isn't it? But with a twist, I think. So we've got that tiger's head there as the Fool's head, and then the Fool is actually now on the stick. So what's going on there then? Okay, so I've had a little look to see what this means, El Dios de Los Tres there. Apparently it means the three aspects of God. Now, this looks like a god here, doesn't it, on the full card? I'm not sure. I'm not really up on Indian deity, but to me that looks definitely like maybe Hindu. I'm not sure. But we've got a really ferocious looking fool here for some reason, which I don't understand. Again, I love the sun. That's gorgeous. But yeah, but for some reason our fool here is a tiger that seems to have ripped off this deity's head and has got it on the back of a stick. That's really interesting. I don't know if anybody's got this deck and knows the mythology behind it, because I'd love to know, because I don't. And so here we look like we've got another Indian god for the magician. Still got all the tools on the table, but we've got fire underneath as well, so there's a real energy here. And of course we've got the lemniscate, we've got an open eye. Maybe it's Shiva. But yeah, my knowledge of Indian and Hindu gods is limited. So this looks like a different culture altogether, doesn't it, with the owl for the high priestess. I think this deck's going to stretch me somewhat. Yeah, there's definitely yeah, that's a different feel as well. We've got the owl again on the Empress. So that's connected there. This looks Egyptian. Yeah, that definitely looks Egyptian, doesn't it? The Emperor. It's got this crown chakra eye open. We've got this eye open here. This is a symbol as well. That's one I should know. I feel like I should know this. I think there's a lot of history behind these images here. I mean, we've got Egyptian again on the Hierophant. Again, we've got this eye and this eye. And then we've got this that we normally see on the magician's staff. We've got some scorpions protecting a diamond. And the Lover's card. Is that an alchemical symbol? I'm sure I've seen something like this before, maybe on Liberty tarot deck. I'm not sure. I've seen this deck is really yeah, stretching me here. So this here looks like the Three of Swords, doesn't it, on the Lover's card? That's interesting. Is that a warning? It looks like a warning to me. We look like we've got shame already, because female presenting lover is actually hiding her genitalia. Not so the male presenting figure. I like this motif at the top as well, if we see on these two cards. I wonder if that repeats anywhere else. These here, spiky illustration. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, that's interesting. Oh, look at the Chariot. So we've got unicorns, a spark here like a star, and on the wheels. And we've got the heart there. Again, that looks like an alchemical symbol. It reminds me of Robert M. Place's tarot cards. I think this is Hanuman holding the heart open. What do we have for justice? Gosh, these cards are very busy. Well, we've got a couple of guns. Alrighty. We've got an ankh. We've got some Egyptian symbols here. There's so much to look at. And those tigers appear here as well. Is it Greek? Is it Roman? What? Very interesting. And look at this. Oh, wow. Look at that snake there. Gosh. There's some very confronting energy here. Oh, we've got those spikes here again as well. Look, what we're saying there on the side, and here. That's got to be Ganesha. So I'm presuming we've got Indian, Roman, and Egyptian, or maybe Greek. I'm trying to figure out what the three gods are. See, this looks Greek. I've got a unicorn. Oh, what's this? It's the old, what's that called? Is it a gorgon? Oh, help me out, please. I like we've got dice for the Wheel of Fortune. That's cool. And we've got all these different symbols as well. It reminds me of one of those game shows, you know, where will it land? You know, if you spin that wheel, it could land anywhere. It could give you a key. It could be for romance. It could be the piece of a puzzle, or it could be a lightning bolt. We've got this sort of horse here. But what's interesting is we've got this bull god here. So that's the Minotaur. So that's Greek. And that looks Greek. Okay. Strength. What have we got for strength? Well, that looks like another deity. Is it Kali? Possibly. Reminds me of Kali. Hanged man. And now we've got a skull. We've got, what's this? We've got bats. We've got a heart with a sword through it. Well, that's Kali. We've got those dancing skeletons as well, look. You gotta watch that video, it's so funny. Is that Dali? No, that's got to be another Hindu deity. Oh, I see, that's Kali with the head, yeah. Got diamonds. Temperance, I think that's Greek. I've got snails here. Beautiful cards, beautiful imagery. The devil. I don't know who this is. So we've got a couple of stags chained up here instead of the lovers. Got hand symbols and a mask. And we've got what appears to be a chastity belt. A tower. So we've got a snake wrapped around a tower. Then we've got another Indian deity, which is the same one. Is it not? That's on the full. We've got that glyph again as well, haven't we? Yeah, that one. So that seems to be a recurring theme throughout these cards. Okay, star. What looks like another Indian deity. We've got a skull necklace. We've got dolphins. This is going to be a long video, I think, if I go through absolutely every card like this. Okay. The moon. Oh, well, that's a bit more like the traditional imagery, isn't it? The twin towers and the howling wolves or dogs and the crayfish. But this one's got a skull. Got some blue lotus flowers. Butterfly in the moon. And so, yeah, lotus flowers. The sun. So yeah, I reckon this is Greek. And we've got conjoined twins there. Wow. The eyes wide open. Then we've got the full blast. So this must be, is it? Because it's on either side here. What is it? Oh, the sun glyph. But this is the solar twins, isn't it? But they're conjoined, which I don't think I've ever seen conjoined solar twins before. And we have Ganesha again here on Judgment. Lovely. I like the rainbow. That's lovely. And then we have the World card. And who is this? Vishnu? Possibly? Okay. So that's the major arcana. Right, I'm not going to go through the minors in that much detail, I don't think, because it's just going to make the video way too long. Okay. So these look like the crocodiles on the Thoth Fool card. You've got unicorns. This always reminds me of school because it was one of the emblems on our school books, on our exercise books. 2. That snake is very aggressive. Then I think we're talking Mars energy, aren't we? 3. Interesting. More love. 4. Molars, teeth. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And a 10. Page, which is the knave here. Wow. The knight is a skeleton of a horse, or shows the skeleton of a horse. The Queen of Wands. And the King. That's the one suit. So this looks like the ibis bird that we see in the star card on the Rider-Waite-Smith. Right, so the first thing I'm noticing as well is these corners on the wands cards. They're like hands in the corners. And then the cups we have like an eye. It's different. The 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chinese lucky cat. Full leaf clover. A lot of luck emblems there. 8. 9. 10. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Oh. Okay, moving swiftly on. Right, okay. The Knight of Cups. That was a bit of a, yeah, the Queen of Cups. What are your hammerhead sharks? This is really interesting imagery. I mean, the King of Cups is not as well as endowed as our page was. Our knave. Okay. Oh dear. You gotta laugh. I wasn't expecting that. Ah, put me off my stride. Okay. So swords, wonder what the, let's look. Okay, so we've got like a star maybe in the corner there. I wonder if there's any more shockers in this deck. Alrighty, so the Ace of Swords. That looks like a compass at the top. Two minds, yin and yang. Oh, it's like a theatre mask as well, isn't it? Tragedy and comedy. Three of Swords, monkey mind maybe. And the heart's actually pierced there. Okay, so instead of having a pause or a rest, this is actually death. Not getting up from that. Five of Swords, so we've got the key there, well we've got the lock, but where's the key? Once again, we've got a moon glyph there as well. Okay, 6, so we've got the boat for the 6. Seven. Yeah, Egyptian again. 8. Castle up there. And the horse is blindfolded. 9. So I'm actually trying to climb out in this card of that nightmare situation, using those swords as a ladder to climb out of it. Getting quite injured in the process. Oh, okay. Interesting. Knave. Like the stag. Nice. Queen. And the king. Alright, so that's the sword. So let's just have a look at the pentacles or the coins. Yeah, pentacles it's called. So we've actually now got that lion from the back of the card. And we've got a, what is this? Some sort of mythical creature here with a horn. Not quite sure what that is. Got the sun. We've got that all-seeing eye again. There's a lot on this card. A lot to unpack. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's funny. 2 of Pentacles. 3. 4. 5. Oh, headbutting. Those rams are. 6. Right, the heart there. 7. 8. Pegasus, is it? Winged horse. All these eyes here. Well, so Egyptian. Ten. The knave. That's Thoth himself, isn't it? Knight. It's very heraldic. The Queen. Definite goddess. His bust. You can see the corners of this one is a skull. Did I say that? I might have said that. I'm just getting a little bit lost here. King of Pentacles. So is that Tutankhamen? King Tut? Don't know. It's a very interesting deck, isn't it? There's a lot of mythical creatures. There's a lot of religious icons, Egyptian icons. I did notice that all the knights, sorry, show the knights side by side and I'll show you what I mean. The horses have no riders. Yeah, they don't have a rider, none of these. But they are very much of their own element, aren't they? These cards are beautiful. They are beautiful cards. How to read them though? Because they're completely different to what I'm used to. So I think this is going to take a little bit of time and effort to get to know this deck, I would say. Whether I actually publish this video, I don't know, but it's just going to be interesting for me to go through the cards this way. So that's what I'm going to do. I think this deck is going to stretch me a little bit because of the different religions and the different myths. So what I'm seeing here from just doing this little walkthrough is that the court cards are families of the same area, shall we say, of the world. I'm not sure what this is. Is it Aztec? I don't know. This one's puzzling me. It's totally out of my knowledge base, shall we say. But I'm sort of thinking Inca or Aztec or something like that. I don't know. I mean, if you do, please tell me. These seem sort of Greek, I would say. Possibly Greek. This family seems Indian or Asian. And then in the Pentacles, Egyptian. Ancient Egypt. So yeah, so that's struck me straight away. So then I've been sort of looking at where, first off, the Egyptian type feel of cards are. So I found the Nine of Pentacles. This is what I'm getting here. In the Seven of Swords, I've got two here. So this bird here has an Egyptian feel, although the mask doesn't. The ibis bird's on the Ace of Cups here, which is aligned to Thoth himself. So I see that there. And I think maybe the scarab beetle as well on the Three of Wands. Then obviously on Justice we see the Eye of Horus there on each side. The Ankh, very Egyptian feel on Justice, which is what I'd expect actually. We've even got an Egyptian god there. Okay, so those where I sort of saw that Egyptian type energy. So as you can see from the mess on the table here, I'm sort of sorting through and trying to make sense of this deck. I see a lot of masks in the deck. There's a lot of masks. I see a lot of different cultures and mythology. Like I said, Egyptian, Indian. Yeah, there's a lot of. It seems to be more of an Indian feel to this deck than any other. But we've also got what appears to be Greek as well. Yeah, that's a lot of Indian or Asian type energy to this deck. A lot of gods and goddesses are featured here. But I would need to actually do some research, I think, and see the aspects of these gods and goddesses and how they relate to the card. Isn't that nice? It's got a rainbow there coming from the wake up call horn. And at the moment I'm still looking at that Red Threads Tarot by Linda Hill. I'm going through that quite slowly actually, because of the myth of Ariadne and the Minotaur. And to that end, I've just been to the library and got this book out. Hold on. A bit off topic really, but just to show that sometimes research really does help in helping to understand a deck and where the influence for it was coming from. So that Red Threads Tarot is always all about Ariadne, and I've got this book by Jennifer Saint, and it's, what's this one? First published 2021, so there we go. So it's quite recent. They say, meanwhile to Athens your swift ship does run. There tell the wondering crowd what you have done. How the mixed prodigy you did subdue, the beast and man, how with one stroke you slew. Describe the labyrinth, and how, taught by me, you escaped from all the perplexed mazes free. Which is Ariadne's letter to Theseus. Let me tell you the story of a righteous man. The righteous man of the story is the king of Minos of Crete, who set out to wage a war on Athens. His war was one of retribution upon them for the death of his son. Oh, right. So this is going to be, that's the prologue. It's going to be a really interesting novel. Yeah, yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this actually. So this is my next read, sparked by my interest in this deck, the Red Threads Tarot, which is the tale of Ariadne and Dionysus. So yeah, I mean, obviously Linda goes through the myth a little bit in here, but I thought it would be interesting to read it from Ariadne's perspective as a novel. I thought that would be really nice. So yeah, so maybe after all this little bit of a discovery, then maybe I'll go into some more mythology, because it seems to be pulling me for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, I seem to be drawn to some myths. I mean, I'm even seeing sort of Mexican here. I don't know what I'm seeing in a lot of this deck. That really puzzles me. I think it's funny, but there's a reason here, which is escaping me at the moment, because how I read the tarot is a little bit different to what this deck is actually giving me. I mean, some of the cards, yes, but some of them, I'm puzzled. This one, Three of Wands, that puzzles me. Why have we got an open book of love for the Three of Wands? It's not how I would read that card. You know, we've got doves of peace here, and I'm not sure what this mask represents. So that's puzzling me. There's a few that puzzle me actually. Maybe if I knew what the background was to some of the elements in the cards, that it would give me a little more insight. I mean, this scarab beetle seems to appear on a lot of cards as well. I mean, that one I get, that's not too far of a stretch. Eight of Swords, I sort of get that because the horse is blindfold, and we see normally a person blindfold, don't we, and the castle in the background. So that's, yeah, that translates well. Some of them though, they I haven't found a key yet. I was looking through the deck and there's a few locks, but I've not found the key. So maybe I'll look a bit further. And why have we got more of a death image than a resting, pausing image for the Four of Swords? I think my favourite card has got to be the Fool. Whether that changes, I don't know, but at the moment that's my favourite. I really like the Fool. I like the High Priestess as well. I think that's really cool. So yeah, have you got this deck? What do you think? Is it a deck you can read with, or is it just one to collect? Yeah, see all these gods and goddesses, and there is a lot of them here. I think for me actually requires further reading. The guidebook is generic. There's nothing in here that tells you anything about what's represented on each card. Just a general divinatory meaning that could be applied to any deck. Anyway, so that's my first walkthrough and look at and impression of this Fournier deck, the Tarot de Dios de Los Tres. If anyone knows anything about this deck or the background to it, please leave it in the comments below, because I think you can tell I'm having a little bit of confusion, I think. Anyway, thanks for watching, and until the next video, bye friends, bye.